What's up everyone? Hey, welcome back. Appreciate you tuning in. And today we're gonna talk about actual depth range that we're getting with the new, Berkley dime crankbait. So these come in 4 different sizes. I've got the 4 tied on right now. That's the smallest guy. Number 2 is gonna be the 6, and then the 10, and of course, last but not least, the 15. So we're gonna tie these on. We're gonna show you guys on forward-facing sonar what kind of depth we're actually getting out of them. I've got them on a 7-foot medium rod, 10-pound fluorocarbon, and a 6/8-to-1 reel. So we're gonna give it a cast, probably about 70 to 100 feet. We'll get that maximum distance depth-wise, probably around that 40-foot zone on the way back to the boat. But let's get these things open, and let's talk about them real quick too while I'm opening them. They are available now on Tackle Warehouse. We'll put a link down below. These are a plastic bait that is made to mimic balsa action. So they have a really nice, tight action. They cast a mile. I mean, you can cast these things incredibly far. I've been using them for a while now. I haven't actually done a depth test like we're gonna do. So I am curious to see. I do know that that 4, I believe it gets down a little bit deeper than 4 feet. I know that for a fact. But the action on these guys is awesome. And what I love about it being plastic is you can get those translucent colors that you just can't get in any type of balsa baits. So that's really important. You know, your ghost craws, ghost morning dawns, those shad colors that, you know, they're great colors. Balsa obviously has great action, but right now I think we've got the best of both worlds because we finally have that action plus all the good colors. And I don't have any of those translucent ones with me, but again, if you guys go down to that link, you can check them out on Tackle Warehouse and see. So let's take the cutters to the front of the boat. Let's take our 4 baits up there and let's see what kind of depth we're getting. All right guys, we're gonna start out with the 4. The other cool thing about these baits and all Berkley baits is you don't have to change the hooks out. They come with super sharp Fusion 19 hooks. Just ask my camera guy. He hooked himself yesterday or a couple days ago on a jaywalker. So you gotta always be careful with Berkley baits and the hooks on them because they are very, very sharp. But we're gonna give it a cast out there. This is the 4. Get you guys up close to the screen so you can see baits coming into the screen. All right, so the 4 starting to show up on the screen right now, and you're looking at 6 feet all day, maybe even down there to 7. And again, this is 10-pound fluorocarbon, so you know you could put it on 12 and probably even 15 and keep it up there, but you're gonna get almost 7 feet out of the 4 on a long cast. You know, your shorter casts obviously not gonna get that deep. So let's see about the 6. You know, the lip is obviously a little bit bigger and the body is definitely bigger than the 4. I like that all of these they're really good, like consistent sizing and everything. So just tie a quick San Diego jam knot there. A little black and chartreuse action. Out here in no man's land. Definitely cast better. There he comes into the screen. We're already down 6 feet. I mean, he's definitely pushing 7. I would say just touching 8 feet. And on the package, the 6 says 6 to 8 feet. So it's right in that spot. You know, I would say the 4 gets a little bit deeper than what it claims probably to be. I don't know what it says on the package, but definitely profile, you know, think about that and then think about your line size when you're doing it. And if you want a bigger profile, go with the bigger one and just change your line accordingly. Heavier line is always going to make your baits run shallower. Lighter line will always make your baits run deeper. And casts are really important too. That's what some people don't realize with the crankbait is the weight of the bait is huge. Getting the wind at your back, the further you can get the bait away from the boat, the deeper depth you're gonna get. But we're trying to be consistent here right now. Same type of cast, maybe 80, 90, 100 feet. just so we can get a good gauge on what the depth is. The 10, yeah, I gotta stop it. This thing's gonna keep going. So we should be coming into the screen here in a second. It's already gonna be down there a pretty good ways. 10 feet already. That thing's pushing 12. Wow, it actually gets a little deeper than I thought. That's awesome. Yeah, 12 feet all day on the 10, guys. So it casts so far too. Like, I'm just gonna show you guys. Like, that's just barely touching it. And it takes a minute to get on the screen for how far we're casting it. It's an awesome bait. I'll show you guys the action too when we're done. We'll show you guys that action so you can see it close to the boat. You can just see how tight of a wiggle it is. All right, Big Daddy, 15. You can see the flash disc in there too. That's part of the reason this thing's got such great action, guys. I don't know what they did to make it cast so well, but they cast great. Another quick knot. And the 15 is gonna get down there. So, and it's gonna cast far. So we're not gonna, we'll do one maximum depth, maximum cast. But if I was throwing the 15, I'd have it like probably on a 7.3 to a 7.5, somewhere in there, not a 7 foot. It's a lot of bait out here all of a sudden. Try and get it away from all that. All right, pretty far cast. See if we can show it here with all this bait going on the screen. There it is. So it's already down there 12 feet, creeping to 13, 14. I'm gonna say just past 14. That was a pretty long cast. It wasn't the longest cast, so you probably can get it a little bit deeper. I'm gonna try one more right out here in some clean water. This guy casts far. There we go. He's already at 12 feet. Like, he's down at 12 feet quick. There's 14, 15. He hits 15. It's not going to go past 15 unless maybe you put it on an 8-pound test. It might go past 15, but with 10-pound fluorocarbon, you're going to hit 14 all day, 15. So yeah, really cool. Let's go through and show you guys the action just of a couple of them. We'll just do the 15 and the 4 close to the boat here, just so you guys can see actually the tightness of the wiggle and everything. All right, so this is a 15. Might be hard to see on camera there, but tons of action. Again, you get serious depth out of it, 14, 15 feet. But the action is the deal, guys. That really tight wiggle. And again, being able to get these in those translucent colors is huge. And this is the action of the 4. It's gonna show up a little bit better because of the color and the water. We don't have our underwater camera stuff today, but hopefully you guys can see it. See that nice tight wiggle? It really mimics a bait fish well. All right, so you guys just saw the action there of the Dime 4, and hope you guys like this video. Hopefully that'll help you when you go see these things at the store, potentially buy them. It's gonna be a great crankbait. I have the same feeling about this that I did with the Frit side when I first threw it. I remember throwing the Frit side the very first time, and I was just like, yeah, that thing's gonna be a winner, like catch a lot of fish and win tournaments. I'm feeling the same way about the Dime crankbait. So hopefully you guys saw the action. Now you know the depth ranges you can get. Again, remember, we had everything on 10-pound fluorocarbon today, and a 7-foot rod, medium action rod, 6/8 to 1 reel. So just keep all that in mind. You can get deeper depth or shallower, depending on switching out your line and reel and all that stuff. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Take care, have a good one. Make sure to keep up with us. Subscribe to the channel, like, thumbs up, all the fun stuff. We'll see you guys next time.